world is yours. Do you love traveling? Because we got somebody who be traveling, y'all. Listen, today we got Rodrick on the station with us. Welcome in, welcome in.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So, I know you've been featured in a couple different shows, like the Brown Brothers shows, the Image Expo, and I heard you just hosted a Juneteenth festival.
I did.
Can you break that down? How does that feel?
I mean, when you get a chance to do things for the community, in the community, and have the representation of that, and you in your world, my field, giving back in my industry, it's good, man. It's the best feeling ever.
So you said your industry, right? Wait a minute, what's your industry?
I'm a barber, of course.
Y'all, I'm playing. Look, you've been in this for over 20 years. Can you explain how you got into the barber industry anyways?
My love as a kid. Found out that I had talent as a kid. My dad and my best friend poured into that.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave
What you mean you found out you had talent? How did you find this out? You trial and error? Did you mess up a few heads? Like, how did you know you had the talent?
Well, my family is a group of artists. Everybody can draw.
Okay.
So having the hidden talent of that came natural. But did I know I was going to put it into cutting hair? No. I saw it. I said I can do it. I did it.
You did it. So how did you put it into money?
Well, money came. How did I put it into money?
Let us know about your journey.
Well, my journey as a kid, my dad built me a barbershop at 13.
Wait, you said your dad built you a barbershop?
Built me a barbershop in the backyard at the age of 13.
Okay.
So that's how the money, I started getting introduced into making my own money.
Okay.
And I saw the probabilities of being able to cut hair and get paid for doing what I do.
At 13.
At 13.
Wow.
At 13. Yeah.
Wow.
Can you tell other young people out here how to get started? What if they don't have that support like your dad? Is it a way they can get out here?
Of course, man. You may have an uncle. You may have somebody that you might meet at church that can see you working towards something. They see a gift in you. Being around good people helps. Being around those that are not into what you're into, doing other things that causes them to stray away to get in trouble. Don't be around those guys. Be around someone that can see the goodness in you and then pour into you.
So I know you are a mentor to the aspiring barbers, right? So how can they contact you? Like, tell them how can they come around and be a barber?
Well, come around me. You can always catch me on 12805 Cullen Boulevard, Picture Perfect Barbershop, and next door at J. Harris Barber College is where I am every day. You know, doing what I do, teaching.
So what inspired you to mentor and teach?
Because I'm a teacher by heart. When I first started college, I thought I was going to be a principal, but that didn't happen. I got pushed in other directions. But so being able to teach, because I love kids, always have. Being able to teach and just give back, there's something that's within me.
How does that work? Like once they end the program?
Once you're in the program, of course you're gonna learn the trade of barbering. We're gonna teach you how to get prepared for state board, so you can go through that.
Okay.
Take your tests, and once you're out, you're on your journey to becoming a master barber. So you're going to further education by taking more classes, coming around people like myself that can help you go a step further.
You said go a step further, y'all. Listen, he actually works with NFL players. Can you give us a little background on that?
First opportunity was I have been the contracted barber for the New Orleans Saints for 20 years. I got that opportunity through my network of knowing people that I went to college with, and I also took care of those people in college. So it just transcended to the league to give me that opportunity. And when I got the opportunity, I stood up and I stood on business.
How important is it to network?
Networking is probably bigger than having money in your pocket, because the right people, you being around the right people and networking could push you in those doors further than your money can. Just having the right relationship to get you further.
Right.
Yeah.
So can you give us some behind the scenes experiences that you have had dealing with this?
Oh man, I'm cut for Super Bowls, I'm cut for Pro Bowls, Nike camps, movie sets, and all those things come through networking of knowing the right people. And God's blessing, those doors are open for you.
How does it feel seeing your work on TV? Like, how is that seen? So I do hair. So when I see my clients doing different things and they on screen, I'm like, you know, I did that. Yeah. How does that feel?
That's, I always wanted to do as a younger barber. That's one thing that inspired me. I always said, how can I get the chance to do those people on TV? And when the opportunity comes, it's nothing like it. Meeting people that you've seen on TV, you get a chance to shake their hands and touch them or whatever. But it really comes out, they're just like everybody else. They're just people. They're just people. But the opportunity for you, it gets you a chance to expand your network. It gives you a chance to be introduced to other means of income in that industry, which will take you to another place.
He said he did work in other states. This is not just Texas. Where else have you worked?
Mississippi, Louisiana. I'm licensed in 3 states: Mississippi, Louisiana, and now Texas.
It's a way to be cross-certified in different states.
It is.
So, y'all have to reach out to him and learn how to get to the money. Networking is going to get you big. Is there any regrets you've had so far on this journey?
Biggest regret now is that I haven't been as social media conscious.
Okay.
I'm learning that now, that where I should have been already, but that's the biggest adjustment for me, someone who's been a little older in the game, is keeping your social media footprint so you don't lose connections.
Y'all, look, I messaged him on Instagram. He ain't even respond to me. So he's telling the truth.
I'm telling the truth.
He's telling the truth. He said, text me. You gotta contact me, okay?
Yeah.
So how was it going to the international hair shows? Compared to being here, I'm sorry.
They take it different.
Okay.
Inspiring them is different because it's like that's all they have. When they're in a craft, across those waters and other places, for them earning a wage, they take it with way more passion because that's all they got.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They're not charging as much as you charge in America. They're not getting the views and all the opportunities that you get. So when you show them something and they can harness it and they take it to heart, it's a whole different passion than being here.
So with the competition, are they at least a little friendly still, or is it just like, get out of my way?
Well, no,
okay.
I haven't met those people.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, it is a blessing.
That is.
Yeah, I don't get to meet that type of energy. At least not yet. I hope not. Yeah.
So can you give me 2 cons of the industry?
2 cons? That you're your own boss.
That's a con?
That's a con.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because
Okay.
if you go with that mindset, you're going to put yourself in a box.
Okay.
You have to be willing to have the mindset that you're not your own. You have to have the concept of building, always building, and you need that extra person. You need to expand your mindset that you're your own boss because you're going to close yourself off with that mindset.
It's crazy. I work in a barbershop. I'd rather a barbershop over a beauty salon just for the energy mixing. And he was saying during that barber school, they'll teach you that, like, listen, you're not your own boss. Because you have to work for the people still. That's how your money come in, y'all. You gotta realize it's your clientele that's keeping you going.
Yeah. And we don't teach that. We don't teach that.
Cause you be like, who? It's my schedule. What you talking about? It's not like that, y'all. I promise. You gotta bend a little bit sometimes. It's okay. So what's the other kind?
I would say all you have is behind the chair. You make all your money from behind the chair. That concept is total falsehood. You need to be able to not only sell yourself to the other parts of the industry, but you need to be able to also create a concept where you can sell products to your customers and beyond. Because you don't learn it in school. You don't learn it in school. So that's a big falsehood that just earn behind your chair.
And you're talking about products. So what products are you selling?
Well, I have the gauge itself.
Okay.
I have 007.
Okay.
007 is the spray that enhances the gauge. It goes on your hairline and around your hair where there's hair, and it puts a smooth, soft solution on your skin.
Okay.
So the hair comes off real easy when you get yourself a shape up.
I like that. So you're touching all parts of the industry. You're going to the
Absolutely.
shows and everything. Wow. Okay, so how can the people reach you?
You can reach me by my cell number, of course, but being social media conscious, I'm on Facebook as Rodrick Brown.
Okay.
On Instagram is Rodrick_Degage. Those are the ways that you can contact me.
All right, so I have a few questions outside of that, right?
Okay.
So like we said, you do take trips. You have taken trips. So which trip has changed your life for the better?
For the better. That's tough.
I said I want you to think.
I would have to say Mexico.
Okay.
Because they treat you, they greet you in a different way that makes you more conscious about where you are, how people treat you. When you hear out of this country, they don't like Americans, whatever. It wasn't
Like that, right.
It wasn't my experience. So I would say Mexico.
Okay.
So, what piece of advice would you give your younger self if you could?
Don't procrastinate.
You're a procrastinator. And you
I
started at
have
13. How are you a procrastinator?
Yeah, because I took a back seat a lot.
Okay.
Helping people more than myself. You know what I mean? I will put myself on the back burner to help others get there because I know I can. I know I have what it takes to make it. And so I will put myself on the back burner. I will procrastinate my own dreams and not do my own thing to further someone else.
And how does that feel?
You have a lot of heartache, but you get past it because you know the engine that you have within. So, yeah, that would be my advice. Yeah.
Okay, you get through it. Ooh.
So how are you creating a life well lived?
How am I creating a life? That's another. I would say, for one, getting closer to God and understanding that blessings come through your faith and trusting the things that you're doing, that they'll come to fruition. Being just a better servant as a person, and when you serve, things come to you in ways that you probably wouldn't imagine them to. They come better. It's better. Not necessarily more, but better. You can do more with less. It just comes better.
I like
So
that.
I would
You're good. You're doing good. Look, he was nervous, y'all. He was nervous at first. He's like, wait, what you gonna ask me?
Yeah, but you kind of want to have an idea, like, what in the world is going on?
That is too much, not too much. So what are your core values? Give me 3 of your core values.
My core values, I would say, put God first. Do your best to keep God first because we do stray away. Love your family, and work hard.
I like that. I like that.
Y'all, we are already in quarter 3 of 2025. Ooh, what you got planned to end out the year?
To end out the year, I'm gonna say, just keep working towards what I'm working towards right now.
Okay.
Building my brand, building myself, so I can see myself better how I want to see myself in 2026. Because I like to take care of my family. I want to be able to do that. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now to make sure that happens.
Okay, y'all, he about to learn his social media stuff. Once he gets this,
Yeah,
y'all better watch out. Y'all better watch out now. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
How can they contact you one more time?
My cell number, of course, is 504-236-3778. You can also find me on Facebook, Rodrick Brown, and on Instagram, Rodrick_Degage.
Thank you for coming on the show today.
It was my pleasure, man. I hope I get a chance to come back.
Yes, yes, yes.